Hey everyone, and welcome back. On this episode, we're getting into the 2025 Woodford Reserve Batch Proof 119.5. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. As you know, last year's Woodford Reserve Batch Proof 121.2 was one of my absolute favorites of the year. Definitely was in my top 10 of 2024. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. This one right here is a little bit less proof than last year's. This one comes in at 119.5. As far as an age statement, it's not listed, although I've seen some things where it says the barrels were anywhere between 7 and 9 years old. The SRP on this one, it's $158.99, so it's up there a little bit. As far as a secondary, I really haven't seen anything out there on that yet, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, as I said, I loved last year's 121.2, so let's see how this 119.5 is. You know, I have to say, as much as I loved that bottle from last year, I'm really looking forward to getting into this one, but you know, I'm a little apprehensive because I liked last year so much, and we're going to see how this one is. Let's see how this nose is. Nice nose. Nice nose. You know, in last year's 121.2, it was really cherry forward for me, which I was okay with. It was like a cherry cola. I liked it a lot. This one has a touch of cherry on the nose, but it doesn't seem to be as, cherry forward as last year's. We'll see. Just a touch of oak on the nose. Some vanilla, caramel, just a classic bourbon. It's a nice nose. Nice nose. Let's see how it is on the palate. Get on that palate. It has a really nice spice right off the bat. I'm loving that. Definitely more oak on the palate. Getting brown sugar on the palate. I didn't really get that in the nose. Definitely getting that on the palate. That caramel vanilla is definitely still coming through. Touch of cinnamon in there. This is really good. It seems to be a little sweeter than last year's, but I'm okay with that because it has a really nice spice on there. And at 119.5, I would guess this is, it drinks right about that. So, a lot of times I'll say it drinks, a lot less than the proof what it actually is, especially some of the higher ones getting up into that 115, 120, and a little bit higher range. But this one drinks 119.5, although it's not like overbearing or anything like that. This is my first pour of the day, and I'm good with it. Definitely a lot more oak on the finish. That oak, cinnamon, a little bit of like an allspice comes through in that finish, a little bit more of a spice, like a baking spice, and a little touch of cinnamon, and that oak on the back end. And that it's weird on that finish. On the palate, you definitely get some brown sugar on there, but in the finish, it almost turns to almost like a dark caramelized or almost slightly burnt brown sugar. It's weird. I'm okay with that though. And you know what it is? That char from that barrel is becoming more prevalent on the finish, and I think that's really what it is. And it makes that brown sugar, come across as a little bit, burnt a little bit, or, caramelized. But this is really good. I'm liking it. One thing I don't like about it is the price. $158.99, that's really getting up there, and you really need at that price point to have something exceptional. While this is really good, I wouldn't say it's exceptional. This right here, if this one was 100 to 120 tops, I think it would be a very, very good buy. But, it's high priced. Am I upset I, paid that and bought it? No, not at all. But I really, really wish it was, a lower price on there. It's good though, but just a little overpriced. This is a really, really cool bottle too. I love these bottles. However, these are only 700 milliliters instead of your normal 750. So I feel like they're cheating me out of it just a little bit on here. Another reason not to charge $158.99 Woodford Reserve. As far as a rating, again, I might go a little bit higher if the price point was a little bit lower on this, although I do really, really like this a lot. I think I like the 2024 121.2 better than this one, but this is still a very, very, very good bottle. I'm going to go with 9.1 on this. I think that's a good score, and it's a good bottle, just a little bit overpriced. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. It doesn't cost you a dime, and it really, really does help me out, and I truly appreciate it. If you'd like to check out some Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com and check out everything on there. That's it for tonight, and remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers.